will affect you and create a bigger muscle waste. So probably you have to make sure if you want the caffeine. Hi there, my name is Alex. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach. Today I'm going to talk about creatine and caffeine. Why, like, some people have the debate of should you mix it or not. So I'll start breaking down some details. Creatine, it's a supplement that you use to basically help you with ATP. What's ATP? ATP is something that is called adenosine triphosphate, and it is the only fuel that the human body recognizes and uses. Without ATP, the body would see your functions to be able to survive. So when you take the creatine, what happens will come to your body as creatine triphosphate, and then with the process of ATP inside you will convert to ADP, creatine diphosphate. Okay, so this is very essential. Creatine in this case, or the ATP. So the ATP is a shorter part of the action of your body. So which means like the first seconds to release the creatine phosphate in your body, and then you start moving to the lactate acid, which is when you feel the burn in the muscle. So and then when you go for a long aerobic, it's all based on oxygen. But this is the three things that will make this process of the creatine. And then for the shorter or the start of the movement, like for example sprinter, it's based on the ATP in this case because it's a very short time, so it's like an explosive movement. It's for the creatine phosphate in your body, and then longer will be like the lactate, and then over this intermediate like 60 seconds to 120 seconds will become just convert to oxygen. So it's like a cardio, for example. Okay, and hypertrophy will be in this range of the 30-40 section under tension or more. But when you go more than that, it's always becoming like kind of a cardio because you are only based on oxygen to handle all these things. Okay, so now what about the caffeine? Caffeine, it's one of the most used drugs basically in the, it's not exactly a drug, let's say a supplement. It's one of the most used supplements in the industry. Caffeine is the stimulation for you to get all accelerated during your day. That's why a lot of people are quite addicted to it, because without it they feel like trash. So that's why they consume caffeine in their daily life. And the thing is, when you take the caffeine, makes this diuretic effect on you. So the question is, science is a diuretic. Of course, when you pee, will release a lot of the things that you consume, right? Then some people have the doubt of so creatine and caffeine, can they be mixed? Yeah, they can, of course, because this diuretic effect, of course, in the next 2 hours when you go to pee, will always have some rest of the creatine left there. So there's always something will get lost, let's say, in the way of the process. If you drink caffeine earlier and consume later, or other way around, will do the same thing. Well, it will in certain way, probably a bit less if you consume immediately the creatine first in your morning, and later on the caffeine, and the direct effect is very little, so it won't really be a big thing for you. Okay, and about the caffeine, you have to understand that the caffeine is something that will make you quite catabolic, which is the end of being catabolic on your body, in your body. So what happens is, like, you have to understand it's make you catabolic because the speed of your metabolism, it's all the things that a stimulation that provide you to have more energy, because it's like a spark in your body that allows you to speed up. So of course all the process will be faster. Your reaction, your mental state will be like more proactive. Depends a bit of your reaction as well, because not everyone reacts well to caffeine. For example, I feel like poop, so not everyone feels great on it. And then, for example, we can't get based on things that we see or the supplements that they sell all the time. Some companies, they sell supplements, and the supplement already have the creatine, the caffeine with the pre-workout. So the things like people, okay, they see it and it's fine. Well, just because you see it there doesn't mean it's fine. You're just trying to sell it, so it's like whatever. Because it was shown in some study as well that they work well because you perform better. But you have to understand, you perform better because you probably need a stimulation to feel better at the gym, to work out harder and everything. And the creatine give another stimulation because it helps you to refill that gap of the ATP as well in certain way. So we get both sides, it's true, but the thing is, like, never forget that the caffeine can work negatively in your life if you are trying to gain, let's say, try to gain weight or build muscle. Because one simple thing, if you are, for example, ectomorph and your metabolic rate is very high, you take caffeine and you tend to be more catabolic than anabolic in this case, because you speed up and want to eat more, etc. So you have to be on track on everything on your life to make sure it don't really stress you and like increase the cortisol, all these things that will affect you and create a bigger muscle waste. So probably you have to make sure, if you want the caffeine on a lot in your life, you have to make sure you use it in a balanced way, because if you do it too much, you definitely can waste not a lot of muscle, but waste some muscle and don't get the gains you want, because increase the cortisol. You have to take attention for your life, if it's a life that it's not that stressful already, and all these things may not allow you to rest well. You feel like bad sleep as well. That's very important for you to recover, and because without the good sleep we don't lose as much fat, you won't grow as much muscle. So these things that you need to keep in mind, because the caffeine has this negative side if you are a very stressful person, and if you try to build muscle, can be your enemy as well. So you have to make sure you can do it correctly for you. When you are dieting down probably for competition or a mini cut, probably it's okay because you want to lose that extra fat, but you have to make sure you can rest properly to recover as well. So if you do it, just do it in the morning, probably will be the best way, and like the time will be away in 5.5 hours out of your body. But still, we can't just think on that, because this 5.5 hours is when it's out of your system, but still have another effect on your nerve system. So when you lose the cortisol, is a side effect. You have to pay attention. So it's not just about 5.5 hours I'll be okay and sleep good. It doesn't work exactly like that, because we have to see the effects on your nerve system. If you are a very nervous person and very stressed, that's the thing that you have to pay attention for sure. Or you have some kind of problem, probably should reduce it and try yourself and test that around to see if how it feels, or do it just in the morning, to see how you feel, because that at least will decline during the day, and hopefully you can relax at night and have a better sleep to recover. Because some pre-workouts already have like insane levels of caffeine on it, like 500 grams. 5,000 milligrams, basically 5 grams of caffeine inside. For example, a large can of Monster says high levels of caffeine, and these have around 300 milligrams of caffeine inside, and it says it's high levels of caffeine. You get pre-workouts with like 3,000, 5,000 milligrams of caffeine. I mean, this is freaking insane. Jack 3D had this problem because people would take like a weak one and they just like get damage inside. So some went to the hospital, some even die from heart attack because they couldn't handle it. But of course, like, too much stress is like catabolizing your body always. Like, when you have to avoid the cortisol at the most, not like completely or you die, of course. You need always some cortisol to have proper function of your body, but have to understand when you feel too nervous, anxiety, maybe because of the caffeine will work with your metabolism during your day as well, okay? And something you have to see, like the creatine, in another hand, it will promote you more anabolic state. So what happens will provide you the way to transport more the water, to convert the glucose, mix the water with the glucose to convert the glycogen, and this allowed you to be stronger in your gym and probably recover as well as you function more correctly for what you need. So you in the end you can do both, but try to not make it both at the same time, because that will make you waste a bit more of the creatine. But of course, anytime you make your test of urine, there will be always creatine there, or even protein, whatever, that will be released because of this direct effect. But don't forget, caffeine has a direct effect, which is very slight, not compared to other medications that will be way higher, okay? Something that you may find as well about the caffeine, the DRS will be higher, but it's for 2-3 days and then your body stabilize as well. But probably if you are watching this, you already drink caffeine for a long time. Your coffee in the morning, it's part of most people's daily life, to be honest. It's not really a thing. If you feel it's affecting you negatively and you can't sleep properly, probably should cut it for a while, or just do it just in the morning and see how it works for you. If you are very nervous, probably really cut it and put another thing instead. If it's about your workouts, just only like pre-workout or something, you don't really need caffeine, I'll just show you some. So if your issue is like about the pre-workout and you feel you need something else to boost your workout, just take for example a pump. I'm not recommending you to I'm not promoting this brand, I'm just telling you. For example, if we have here, if you pay attention here, L-citrulline and then nitric dioxide, this one, and AAKG. So this here, it's things that allow you to have a better pump. Salt increase the blood pooling, black pepper increase the blood pooling as well, so which means increase your pump during the workout. So if you make a mix of L-citrulline, wait for this, AAKG and nitric oxide, you won't have a problem to have a pump in the gym. Salt and black pepper. Have a pre-workout meal with some like a gram or two of salt and black pepper, like some eggs or something, and you notice that will increase a lot. I personally don't take caffeine because then I can't sleep properly. Sometimes I even can't sleep for a day or two. So this is what I advise you instead. If it's just about this as a pre-workout, you can just get one product kind of like this, and that will be enough for you. You don't have any problem with sleep anytime. You can take this and it's completely fine. If you feel the caffeine from the coffee is an issue for you, like you feel nervous, try green tea instead. Some people respond better for the caffeine of the green tea. You can drink it during the day, but like in a bottle of water, so it will be like spread, let's say. It's like a minor dose and a water with some flavor. Tend to drink more water as well. It's very important for you to drink a lot of water to clean your body as well, to have this diuretic effect, which is a bit different from the coffee situation, but the diuretic ones just like circulate a lot. But this is mainly for you to lose the weight, when you want to lose weight, because increase your metabolic rate as well. But it's always important to be hydrated, so and keep the levels of sodium. Of course, if you take salt, you to keep your levels of sodium high, but if you consume other things with sodium, allow you to have a better pump as well in the gym. Some people can't cut the sodium during the prep, for example, because of that, then they are not able to have any contraction in the during the workout in the gym, or they like just feel horrible and reflect all the time. It's already enough to cut the carbs. So that's it. That's what I advise to you. If you are ectomorph and want to gain weight, just take the creatine and take probably one of these. That's it, because you don't want anything that make you more catabolized than you want, and you want to be more anabolic. So you should take the creatine. If there's a dose, well, you don't have a dose exactly. You take 5 grams to get absorbed 3 grams of it. So that's how it works basically. If you want to take more, you can make loads and loads of creatine if you want. There's some people fix that works better, they feel better performance. Go in the loading phase and then starting deloading. For example, 30 grams for like a few days, and then starting going down 25, 20, blah blah blah, until they're just in the 5s. I never did it like that myself. I've been taking like 5 to 8 grams daily. That's what I do. Depends like when I take it, but there's no time for you to take it. You can take it anytime. But of course, if you do all of this probably in the morning, for you would be better, because first you get the climate clock for you, so you always take it at the same time. you have all your day, so you already supported with supplementation that you have for all your day. And I think that will be easy. You can get it done already and don't have to get later on and be all the time in rush of it for it. So you just do it and it's done, and you don't have to worry about it. So you take your supplements in the morning, vitamins, etc., and you have all your day, and you just do it. You take your pre-workout before you go to the gym, and that's it. I hope you enjoy it and will take something from it. I hope to see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment below anything that you wanna know in another video that want me to explain or try to help you. If you want coaching, you can DM me via Instagram, or you can go visit my website and book a free call as well. It's available, 15 minutes free call, where we can see how I can help you and everything. For me, it's everything today, and I hope to see you in the next one.